Hey, welcome back to the channel. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know where y'all from and who you a fan of. Moneybagg Yo restaurant is shutting down Cash 42 because it's protesters outside right now because he's charging $200 a plate when you could easily, anybody in the restaurant game is a finesse. People could easily go to Walmart and get the frozen dinners from the freezer section and literally heat them up in the restaurant and sell it for $200 a plate. And all they got to do is slap Moneybagg Yo name on it, slap a rapper's name or artist or celebrity name on it. So that's why everybody was like, man, why is he charging so much for this when it's like not even anything great? It's not Gordon Ramsay. You already know that. So why is it more expensive than that? And so that's when you got to understand the connection between Moneybagg Yo restaurant and the cookie shop from Makita's where Young Dolph happened at, and the Privé restaurant. It's no coincidence, no reason why that all of these restaurants is connected and things keep happening to them. The karma keeps coming back to them due to the fact that Young Dolph got hit up in a restaurant. And so next thing you know, anybody that's connected to restaurant, always the bad karma is going to come to it. That's why P&B Rock got hit up at a restaurant, Dolph at the restaurant, then the Yo Gotti Privé situation happened there, and many, many, many more. And it's not for no reason. It happens specifically because of the karma happening back at the restaurant. And so since Dolph situation got caught up in Makita's, and a lot of people think that, they seen Moneybagg Yo Bentley driving by there and they know about the beef between Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. So the reason why Moneybagg Yo's restaurant is doing so bad and is getting so much backlash and protesters with the signs and the picket signs in front is due to the fact that it's the karma coming back from Dolph getting hit up at the Makita's Cookies restaurant shop. That's why they couldn't open that cookie shop back up at the same location on Airways, because it would end up being haunted. It would end up being like the whole situation from the karma, the bad juju going on it, and the fact that they try to use Dolph's name. So when the thing is that now Moneybagg Yo and them, they got to open up a brand new restaurant in downtown Atlanta. And he thought that just because he got out of Memphis and opened up a restaurant in Atlanta doesn't mean that he doesn't avoid the curse of Young Dolph's, the restaurant curse, basically. From now on going forward, anytime something happens at a restaurant and is connected to rappers and celebrities or anything, it could be considered as like the Young Dolph restaurant curse. And the same thing happened to P&B Rock, where he goes to the restaurant to eat and the folks run up on him there. But that situation, he's in a dangerous hood. He should have known where he was at, but he posted locations. But the difference is with the Dolph thing is, yeah, he got followed there. Yeah, they did that to him and everything like that. But what y'all got to understand is what happened after the fact, to where now things cooled down a little bit and Yo Gotti and them thought that, they might have got away with this. And then all of a sudden, the dudes run up and basically sliding for Dolph, allegedly, to a Privé restaurant and hit and sprayed the whole thing up. And somebody let them in. They purposely opened the door to let them in. You wouldn't open the door for somebody if you didn't want them to come in. You would continue to keep that door remain closed. And so the fact that they opened the door up for him, and actually that's how they got a clear view of Yo Gotti's cousin and everything. Hey man, condolences to Yo Gotti's cousin who got sent up. I know it's tough right now. And so y'all gonna pull through. But at the end of the day, the situation for Moneybagg Yo is looking bad, because now the protesters, if they see him come out of the restaurant, they might snatch his chain. It's basically where Moneybagg Yo and his whole restaurant crew have barricaded themselves inside the restaurant, because they don't know what's going to happen if they open the doors for business, knowing the fact that they haven't changed their menu prices. And if people come in, they might loot them or something like that, because anything could happen in 2023 and going on 2024. We've seen it all at this point. And so nothing is left off the table. Everything is going to be looked at into deep dive, because we have to figure out what is at the bottom of this. We need to get justice for Dolph. We need to figure out what's the connection with all of these restaurants that's happening between the Makita's Cookie Shop, the Privé owned by Yo Gotti, and the Cash 42 owned by Moneybagg Yo. What's this whole network? What are they actually doing? Because at the end of the day, When they go get their supplies, they're all shopping with Makita's Cookies to go to their distributor. That's how they got that Kroger deal. That's how Moneybagg Yo got that water deal. Somebody had to have told him all of these deals that is going on was supposed to be Young Dolph's. And now that he's out of the picture, they think that they could come in and basically replace that. And so the thing is that the greed, the money, the jealousy, all of that comes into play when you're talking about millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. And people get salty because a lot of people, they don't have that mentality where everybody can eat. They think only they're allowed to eat and that everybody else has to starve. And so what happens is that fuels up their egos and to the point, to where everybody in CMG has to look up to Yo Gotti as the boss. And now you see even Yo Gotti's brother coming out and literally flaming Yo Gotti and publicly dissed Yo Gotti on the internet, on Instagram, telling him that he needs to give him a bigger chain and that he needs more piece of the pie because he's the one that's the real boss and that he's Lil Yo Gotti. And so Big Jook is basically telling everybody about how they grew up in the childhood, how in Yo Gotti's dad's house, they used to run around in the basement, and Big Jook was like the real, he was the leader in that time, and they call Yo Gotti Lil Gotti. And so that's when Dolph was talking about back then when he said that Big Jook is his big sister because he knows that Yo Gotti is his little brother and that little brother has to listen to everything Big Brother has to say. And so that's why Dolph was actually getting that from. And it made Yo Gotti mad because when he called Big Jook his big sister, that made him feel a type of way because he knows that it's some truth to that, to where he knows that they related. He knows about the family issues that's going on. So it hit home, it hit deep and directly personal for Yo Gotti. That's why he decided then, and with the baby mama issue, that he was never going to let Dolph get at him again, get under his skin. And that's why things turned the way they did. That's why the hate got inflated to a certain point to where they was all in CMG hypnotized by the hate. Anybody that signed, anybody that came in and connected and broke bread with Yo Gotti had to sign off saying that they were going to be into the infinite beef with Young Dolph, because that's basically what was going on. The recruitment, all the CMG, anybody that had anything to do with Dolph, at the end of the day, they're going to get justice. And the people who need, the people who actually was a part of it is going to end up, having the consequences, because you cannot do that. A lot of people was rocking with Young Dolph. He was setting folks the right way. All of this back and forth with the rap beef and the baby mama beef, man, that's all played out. That never lasts anyways, because look at it. Yo Gotti was so mad about the baby mama situation, but you fast forward and look at everything now. He's not even married to the baby mama. He's not even doing, like, nobody has ever seen Yo Gotti with the kids of the so-called baby mama. And now that he's with Angela Simmons, it's like, wait, so you did that whole baby mama beef for no reason, to where he's not even cuffing or married to the baby mama or having any more children to continue his legacy going? Like, we never seen Gotti actually out in public with Yo Gotti Jr., with baby Yo Gotti Jr. That's the baby mama's kid that they talking about, right? And so that's the thing. So everything was basically for no reason. So just remember that, folks, that if you get into beef over baby mama drama, 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to be with that baby mama within 2 years or 3 years down the line. And so that's the situation, to where that was for no reason. Yo Gotti basically just wasted everybody's time, and maybe he could have connected, like Dolph would have put them on anyways, regardless. Once CMG came to their senses and realized who the real king of Memphis is, and that the power of what could happen when you come together instead of separating apart, then yeah, Yo Gotti would have put them on, because at the end of the day, he wasn't the one that was continuing to fuel the beef. It was them. And so that's how you already know that they would have been one big untouchable thing if all of Memphis would have just came together under Young Dolph. But people have the egos, and they don't want to see nothing but themselves as the top figure. And so that's why basically the issues from Yo Gotti's and CMG's side comes from. That's where the issues from Black Youngster comes from. He sees himself as the black sheep in CMG, because he knows that at any given moment, if he gives a statement to the feds, he can get every single one of them locked up for Young Dolph. And so that's why everybody looking at Black Youngster super scared, because he was there. He knows what's going on. He knows exactly everything that happened and everybody that was involved in it, how much they all got paid and where they was at and the exact time frames and everything. And so that's why he the black sheep. They all scared of him, and he basically taking them for ransom. He wants a $10 million advance from CMG. If not, he's going to tell on them for all of Young Dolph. And so stay tuned for these updates and subscribe to the channel. Peace.